So this looks like a mess now, but after this video, you're going to understand what I'm saying, and you're going to see an alien perspective, a black alien perspective. Let's start at the beginning. So observing humans, you come in as God, closest thing to God that you're going to experience, or an angel, or whatever name you want to give to that essence. This is a being that is just becoming human, not a human being, right? And why I say that, because the being is not really human. The body is human, but the being is something else, and you're just observing that loving being. Anyway, over time, that loving being goes through what we call indoctrination, and that awareness and that divinity, and that God essence of that being is slowly drowned out along his creativity, and is created to be a human. Now, instead of a being being human, it is a human that's barely a being, right? Low level consciousness, essentially asleep. That's the world that we live in. The majority of the population is right here. A lot of it is to do with indoctrination and also information that's given out freely. Where does the information come from? News. They tell you who to listen to, what is important, and what to think. They're not going to tell you anything about awareness, your divinity, things of that nature. They're going to talk about things that are dividing in more of the bread and circus stuff, right? Things that keep you distracted. You know, actors and athletes. Actors pretend to be real humans and get paid a lot of money for it. And athletes are playing games to make humans watch them and not think about these other things. So this is all distraction. Also part of division. You know, you got your left, you got your right, you got your middle, and you got your alt left, alt right, all silos to keep us divided so that we don't get back to this thing, right? Now, why do you want to get back to this thing? Because this is the planet that we all live on, that we all share, right? It doesn't belong to anyone. It belongs to all of us. It's going to take cooperation for us to get back there. But our cooperation has been declining, right? And you can see it. We're fighting over each other over things that really don't matter in the grand scheme of things. And I've been studying this for 4 generations, right? So I've been looking at this. And from a black perspective. So even a race, if you will, and I know we're not going to get into race here, that's been subjugated on a lot of different levels. In a race that has a rich history that's been taken from it as well. We're not going to get into that here. So what do we have to do? We have to cooperate more, because this is the only planet we have. These people that are keeping us divided and all that stuff, maybe they have a plan B, it can go elsewhere, but I don't think we have any spaceships yet, right? But this is what we're dealing with, okay? So what is my plan? My plan is to bring awareness to all of this, right? Show that cooperation is going to benefit us. We can take this backwards. We can take back control of the planet. We can control our generations for the future. Because what happens? Most of you parents, when your kids come in, all you're doing is shielding them from the world, right? You're just trying to keep them kids as long as they can be, and that makes sense. Meanwhile, the world's declining. Who's working on the world